the Russian experience goes, the experience of being Russian. But also I would like to say that I definitely did notice an increase in, like, let's say Russophobia or an anti-Russian sentiment in the western part of the world as well online. So for example, if you go on like Reddit's like r/world news, which is a subreddit that shares...
Oh no, well that's your mistake, dude. Never go on Reddit. Never go on Reddit. You know what I mean? Don't do it. Don't fucking go on Reddit. It's a terrible mistake. Also, don't get caught not being subscribed to the top of the hour because a 60-second ad break will creep up on you and just fucking boom, before you know it, blammo. This is a reminder for you. That's where the camera is, for you to subscribe. Hit that button, subscribe, ring that fucking bell, baby. Let's go. Does everyone hate Russians now? My experience. Your favorite neighborhood Russian.
Hi guys, welcome to a brand new video, and welcome guys once again to the center of the beautiful city of Tbilisi, Georgia. That is correct, guys. I don't know if you missed out on my last video, but I have left Russia for an indefinite period of time, and I'm currently, based here. But in today's video, guys, even though we have a lot of very cool stuff to look at, it's not really gonna be a walking tour in this video, because I actually want to discuss a particular topic that a lot of people are asking me about right now, and that is what it's like to be a Russian abroad right now. Because as far as you guys understand, obviously, with the current situation in the world, the anti-Russian, or should I say Russophobic tendencies in the world have kind of skyrocketed. And from one point of view, I completely understand it, but from another point of view, of course, it kind of makes me sad, and it affects me. You know, quite obviously, guys, I'm Russian, and just my experience and what I'm seeing right now being a Russian abroad in these current times, my experience is like the best thing I can talk about currently. So yeah, people, let's take a walk around the center of Tbilisi and talk about what it's like to be a Russian right now, and if people basically hate me for being Russian or not. Now, one thing I would like to point out before we get into this video is that I'm not like gonna complain for people not liking me, because again, I understand it, I totally get it. And also I want to just clarify that a lot of people actually that I've met here, these are not only just people that I've met online that already know.
Have you been to Tbilisi? It seems so cool. No, I've never been to Georgia, but it does look beautiful.
Me who are fans of mine, of course they're gonna fucking like me, right? But I'm talking about like the random local Georgians that I've met here, like going out to bars and whatever. You know, Georgians have a reputation for being like the most welcoming people ever, and I'm gonna be honest, it's true. Georgia is probably the place where I've gotten like most drinks bought for me by locals. I don't even know what's going on. It's crazy. So yeah,
I think I realized why like I like this dude, and I've been covering his like experience as a Russian person who does not agree with the Russian government and like the shit he's been getting and dealing with, because like obviously shitting on him is incredibly unfair. No, it's not this unfair. It's not the hair and beard dumbasses. It's because if you're Muslim post 9/11 and you lived in a post 9/11 world, like Muslims had nothing to do with 9/11. Okay, just like random Russian dudes have nothing to do with fucking nothing to do with what Vladimir Putin and the Russian military has decided to do. Okay, but it's ridiculous. Muslims had a way worse experience than this guy. Yes, of course. I'm just simply stating that, you know, I kind of see what the fuck's happening here with the way that like people are being incredibly fucking annoying about like how Russian people are or should be.
Just want to clarify, I'm not gonna be like saying that everybody hates Russians right now, you know. It's actually something that is going around in Russian propaganda right now a lot. Essentially, Russian TV is saying that, you know, everybody abroad hates Russians, right? Nobody likes us anymore, you know, and we should, you know, unite under our glorious leader. That's kind of what the propaganda is saying. That is not the point of view I'm gonna be regurgitating in this video at all. But still, you know, from my experience being here for the last couple of days, almost a week at this point, yeah, there's been cases where there's been both welcoming people and a few situations where they were not that welcoming. Okay, so for example, yesterday, Bolden Bankrupt is actually in town right now as well. He's here in Tbilisi, and we met up yesterday and we like went for a coffee, and then we were walking outside on the streets in the very center of Tbilisi, and we were actually walking by the parliament of Georgia, and there was like a small sort of, I guess, protest there, if I could call it that. It was like maybe like 5 people that were just standing there with like a banner saying Georgia stands with Ukraine, and also on the banner they had Saakashvili right next to Zelensky, which I think, as far as I understand, Saakashvili is kind of like an oppositional figure figure here, and not everybody really likes him. They were basically just standing there, kind of, you know, not saying anything, but there was a woman there that stood with like a banner, you know, with that quote about the Russian battleship, and she was basically screaming, you know, go fuck yourself. And you know me, I would just walk by that, right? But Bold and Bankrupt decided that he would engage in conversation, which was a mistake, but he did. Bold started, you know, responding to her in Russian, and he was like, what are you doing? Like, what are you talking about? I guess he just tried to, you know, provoke a reaction of some sort. And since Bold spoke Russian...
Oh no, fucking Baldy, dude. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh no. Oh no. Dude, that's not even the Russian in him. That's 100% the British, okay? He just can't stop. He is so fucking British, dude.
Right? That woman immediately got super hostile, started walking towards him and saying, you know, basically Russian, fuck you, go fuck yourself, iди nахуй. And Bold is just like, he's like, I'm not even Russian, I'm English. And the second that woman heard that he's actually not Russian and that he's British, she was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, I thought you were Russian. What? How does that make it okay, right? So now that you found out he's English, then you're sorry, but if you found out that he was Russian, then, you know, fuck him. She would double down on it, essentially. And we both understood the situation, and Bold actually got pretty pissed. Lashed out on a woman a little bit as well. He was like, no, fuck you. You told me to go fuck myself. And it was crazy because obviously Bold is like the kind of person who has love for Russian people, for regular Russian people anyway. And he as well got kind of a little bit triggered by that phrase where she was like, oh, you're English, I'm sorry, but if you were Russian, fuck you. So yeah, that was pretty crazy. But that's like the only like very hardcore example of somebody like hating on Russians, period, on every single Russian, no matter what their opinion is, right? There was also...
Yeah, how the fuck do you stop, take a step back, and don't even fucking get more mad when you find out that they're English? I'm just kidding.
Another time where I slightly got, you know, kind of a strange vibe from somebody is actually I was hanging out with a local here and other friends. But anyway, we were at a bar, right? And I was just sitting there, you know, speaking English to people, and a bunch of Georgian people came up to me and, you know, asked me where I'm from. We started, you know, conversation. I told them that I'm from Russia. Then a girl I was talking to, a Georgian girl, a local here, I was talking to her in English, and then she just switched to Russian herself. But yeah, I'm sitting there at the bar talking to this Georgian girl who switched to Russian herself. I was speaking Russian, and this like drunk Georgian guy who was nearby, who actually talked to like a minute ago, he's like, hey, don't speak Russian here, only speak English, which was like, I don't know. I totally understand that some people here might, you know, feel annoyed if a Russian just approaches them and immediately starts speaking Russian because they just assume they should know it, right? That's kind of that's like a thing that, as far as I understand, people don't really like it. It's not really like good manners to speak Russian immediately, especially in these tense times, right? But that girl switched to Russian herself, so yeah, it was just kind of a weird moment right there. There was another sort of interesting situation. I wouldn't even call this hateful or anything. It was just kind of funny. Once I called a cab here in the streets and I entered the taxi, and immediately, as soon as I answered, the driver's like, excuse me, where are you from? And I'm like, Russia? And he's like, do you like Putin? And I was like, eh. And he's like, okay. So it's interesting, right? What if I told him I did? He would not let me into his cab? I mean, it's really interesting, right? But yeah, of course, here in Georgia, and pretty much like any place in the world right now, there is a bit of an anti-Russian sentiment. Like in Europe, in some establishments, there's like signs saying, you know, Russians not welcome here, whatever. I've never seen that here, but I have seen like graffitis on the streets and stuff saying, you know, Russians go back home or whatever. Which is, I mean, fair enough. Again, like I already said in my video that I released previously, so many Russians come in here, actually increase the rent prices and everything a lot, and it's like an inconvenience, obviously, for the locals here. So I totally get it.
God damn, dude, it's pretty as fuck, yo. Georgia's built like an Elden Rings level, dude.
But yeah, another thing that my friends sort of ran into here is that sometimes when you try to rent an apartment and you call somebody up, the landlords say basically that they do not accept not only Russians but also people from Belarus, and sometimes they say they don't even accept people from Ukraine, which is really weird. At the same time, it's also interesting because they raise the rent prices because of all the people who came, but then they don't even want to rent the place to those people who can get those apartments. So I really don't get it. As well, there's a lot of difficulty with getting...
What kind of communist are you that this Soviet brutalism doesn't get you bricked up? I hate brutalist architecture. I'm sorry. I've said it many times.
In bank accounts for Russians now, it used to be super easy here. I'm actually having some trouble with this. I actually already got denied by one bank with no reason whatsoever. And you guys gotta understand, like, I actually have like a business and everything, like a steady income, and I have like all the documents to prove it. I'm like a good customer, basically. I don't understand why they don't want my money, basically. From like a capitalist point of view, it doesn't really make much sense to me because, like, yeah, you have so much people coming in, and of course the demand of people who are trying to open up a bank account is gonna be increasing like crazy because Russians' cards are just not working. Isn't this like good for banks, and shouldn't they accept everybody? Like, yeah, go ahead, increase our capitalization. I don't really get it. So yeah, that is basically what's going on here in Georgia as far as, you know, the Russian experience goes, the experience of being Russian. But also I would like to say that I definitely did notice an increase in, like, let's say Russophobia or an anti-Russian sentiment in the western part of the world as well, online. So for example, if you go on like Reddit's like r/world news, which is a subreddit that shares...
Oh no, well that's your mistake, dude. Never go on Reddit. Never go on Reddit, you know what I mean? Don't do it. Don't fucking go on Reddit. It's a terrible mistake. Also, don't get caught not being subscribed to the top of the hour because a 60-second ad break will creep up on you and just fucking boom, before you know it, blammo, 60-second ad break is right upon us. You know what I mean? Because it's the top of the fucking hour. Now, of course, if you want to avoid those ads, if you're like, I want to have an ad-free broadcasting experience, Hasan, how do I do that? Well, it's easy. You can subscribe for $5 or for free with a Twitch Prime. Prime is free as long as you have an Amazon Prime account connected to your Twitch account, or by getting gifted a sub. If you're lucky, here's the 1 minute ad break now. Thank you, Kami Cole, for allowing 10 people to no longer see ads.
News about Russia and Ukraine all the time. Like recently, just as an example, I've seen like...
Brutalism is good for the environment. Concrete is sustainable, and brutalism tries to maximize usefulness over looks. Care more about the people inside than the stupid architecture? Yeah, I care about the stupid architecture. No, that I do. I love... Yeah, I think that I care about the aesthetics, for sure. Thank you, MacTac, for the 5 gifted subs.
An article about Russia, you know, sanctioning the Western governmental officials, you know, not allowing them to go to Russia, and like, which is like a dumb sanction, but like the replies to that thread are just so like crazy. I mean, literally every comment is like, what the fuck is there to see in Russia? That country is fucking a shithole and it's duck shit. Like, oh no, anyway, you know, fucking Reddit, basically. I fucking hate Reddit at this point, honestly. Basically, all of them are like acting that like Russia's like a complete shithole with nothing to see, which just could not be further from the truth, right? And it's just like, yeah, somehow it's cool to say now. I don't know. I really don't fucking get it. And yeah, there's just like a ton of reports of weird things going on in Europe, which honestly, I'm not like 100% sure about most of these, because these might just be like fake and again, used as a tool of propaganda, like, look, you know, the West is dumb, what are they doing? That kind of point of view. But I've heard like there's like stories of like, you know, works of like Dostoevsky being banned in certain in universities in the West, which is insane because he was literally a fucking dissident. Like, what is this? Yeah, you guys, you should ban Solzhenitsyn's works as well. That would show him. Again, I don't know 100% if that's even real or not, but yeah, it's me. What's up? I'm actually vlogging right now. Yeah. Sorry guys, get interrupted there for a second. I just got recognized by a fan here who's also Russian from St. Petersburg. There's a lot of that here, by the way. I get recognized by
agents, bro. They're in here. They're infiltrating Georgia. I'm just
kidding. Who moved a lot here as well. But yeah, I'm saying that, like, I don't know if those you know, stories are completely true, or again, if I just, you know, got fucking pranked by this information war. But if that's really going on, that is fucking dumb. And yeah, I just, like, the amount of just posts hating and shitting on Russian people, regular Russian people who have nothing to do with this, every single day has skyrocketed, and it's like, it hurts. So yeah, you know, overall, this is just a very tense time right now when, again, I totally understand why a lot of people might...
I can't wait for the fucking... I'm sure, let's look at the comments. Actually, these are all his fans, right? So they're probably going to be positive. I can't wait. I don't assume anyone's gonna be like, yo, fuck you, dude. Yo, guess what? Like, the things that I see in this chat whenever I talk about the Russian perspective is literally like, that's how annexations happen. Little by little, Russians send YouTuber to preferred country. Okay, Moldova, Mama Liga. You know, just chill the fuck out, okay? I mean, that was a joke. I think he was joking. No, they're mostly being nice, dude. The world doesn't hate Russians. They hate your government. Russians are great people. Many people from the U.S. wonder why everyone hates us. We know. Anyway, Slovan Mama League is so brain broken that he thinks this is how Russia is actually annexing countries. As I was saying, it's a pretty sad state of affairs to just like shit on random Russian people. And every time I even bring this stuff up or the Russian perspective up, there's even people in my chat who are like, well, what about the people in Ukraine? Like, I'm sure they're having a worse time overall. I'm like, yeah, of course they are, dude. Like, of course. But, you know, this is bad too. You know, we shouldn't just like fucking hate on Russian people randomly. It's psychotic.
Not be super welcoming to Russians, especially in Georgia, because, you know, Russia had a war with Georgia, and that as well kind of ruined the relations between the countries. Let's say it's been kind of slowly healing over time, maybe not on the governmental level, but just on the level of regular people's relations.
What is this? Yeah, I watched this. I don't care. I know they didn't personally make the choice for the war, but we're limited as to what we can do to make Putin pay. Ordinary Russians are hurting, but ordinary Ukrainians are dying and fighting for their lives. You're angry, blame Putin and do something about it. Exactly this. If a Russian citizen is upset about the sanctions, they should do everything in their power to end those sanctions. Yeah, dude. No, you're right. Totally. I mean, I agree. Yeah. Dude, people on Reddit need to fucking not be on Reddit. Yeah, dude. Why don't you just like fix your fucking your authoritarian state, dude? I don't understand. Why don't you just like vote Putin out, sweaty? Why are you, have you tried voting harder? About to be like, damn, I never thought about this. Shit, dude. People are saying no, don't invade Ukraine. Fuck. Yo. Damn, boys. Pack it up. Ah, suka blyat, pack it up. Oh no. They said don't invade. Shit. Why do you shit on Americans so much if they aren't their government? Hey, you fucking idiot. I'm American. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm an American. I shit on America as a concept. I shit on Americans that have the, I guess, in this equivalent would be the pro-Putin attitude, who think like, no, it's actually dope that Ukraine is being fucking bombed into oblivion, okay? And it's my God-given right, bitch. What's it to you? Fuck off. See yourself out of the American business, baby, you know? There's nothing more American than fucking shitting on Americans. It's also wild to be like, man, it's really fucking, you know, really fucked up. Why are you shitting on Americans? Oh my God, are you serious? This is a couple of crackers here. Someone just told me that crackers mean something else in parts of the US. To be clear, I meant these are a couple of cracking, excellent pictures. Honestly, you can't say anything. That's hilarious, dude. Yeah, you really can't. Richard Palmer, Royal Reporter. That's awesome. Hasan the Hun immediately added me. See you next week, boss. Yeah, this guy, most racist person in the 1900s. It'll never not be funny to me now that we've like, you know, now that we are months past the Crackergate saga. It'll never not be funny to me how much the Reddit brain disease like actually had like real world outside of Reddit impact. You know what I mean? And it was directly led by motherfuckers who straight up, directly led by dudes who just straight up say the N-word and want to say the M-word. Wild to think that it was actually LSF that got you banned for that. Insane. Yeah. People are still making video essays about it. Wait, what? Stop. There's no shot people are still making video essays to this day about the Crackergate shit. No, it was like 3 months ago, dude. Let's see. I'm gonna look it up. Hold on. Excuse Hasan is the C word 2 months ago. Yeah, no, there's no one is making them still. It's like 2 months ago, man. Look, see? Are we looking at right-wing YouTubers now? Reviewing Hasan Piker and his love for racial slurs? What the fuck is this? God. Love for racial slurs? What?
But of course, the situation in Ukraine has, it's radicalized a lot of people, and a lot of people just shitting on Russia willy-nilly. Hey, I mean, guys, if you hate me immediately for...
By the way, that N-word LSF post about the debate lord got immediately removed because it wasn't relevant to streaming, but your house was? Oh, yeah, of course. of course, shocked, I tell you, that a Twitch streamer straight up does blackface and says the N-word, and immediately that gets deleted off of LSF. So surprising. But my house was relevant. My car was, well, I guess at the point of the car, I was already banned from LSF, I think. But my house was relevant, and the C-word gate was totally not like whipped up by some of the most frenzied psychopaths who literally turn around and defend the N-word saga. There's a mass downvote bot just wrecking LSF right now. Nice.
Who I am and the country that I was born and grew up in.
One of those things that will seem even more ridiculous in hindsight with every other passes. I didn't even agree with everything you said, but the insanity of the crusade over it gives you the eternal moral high ground. Yeah. It's one of those things that looks like absolutely dumber in the fucking in the rear view mirror. Okay, let's continue.
Sure, go ahead. I mean, there's not that much I can do to change your mind. But if you're a person who understands that there's nuance and that even though I was born in Russia, I don't really stand for what is going on and I'm not responsible for it. So then we can be friends, I guess. But yeah. Anyways, guys, that is pretty much all I wanted to say in this video. I just wanted to make a video about this topic because it's something that affects me daily now. It's something that's on my mind all the time, and there's probably going to be some people who are going to be triggered and are going to say, this dude is playing the victim while Ukrainians get bombed or whatever. Please. Again, I don't know what the fuck is going on, but as far as my channel right now, guys, expect for me to make a bunch of videos traveling around Georgia, properly exploring the city of Tbilisi, giving you guys a nice little tour. But yeah, anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, then please make sure to slap the like button on it as well, guys. If you want to support me additionally, go down to the description. There's my crypto wallet. You can donate to it if you want to support me. And yeah, this is going to be pretty much it for today's video, and I will see you guys in the next one.
Hit a Keemstar diss track? Respect. Okay. I don't know if we can watch the smart gun, but here I'm gonna try to catch the Russia struggled to capture a Ukrainian town, and the intercepted radio messages show why.
Я тебе дал координаты снега. Ему нужна помощь.